Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Erev Shabbos, Parshas Pinchas. We're all together again. Everywhere in the world, we're learning the same parsha. What an appropriate week to pull us all together. The beginning of the 3 weeks, commemorating the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. Sometimes the smallest thing in the Torah teaches us the biggest lesson. This week's parsha, Parshas Pinchas, we talk about Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon HaKohen, the most amazing human being, who, as God himself put it, was Heshev es Chamasi. He returned my anger. He calmed me down. There was a terrible tragedy that was about to happen. There was an incredible Chil Hashem that was being perpetrated in Klal Yisrael. The threat, the danger of Klal Yisrael imploding was huge. And Pinchas, in his one action, changed and saved the entire Jewish world. And he was rewarded heftily. He was rewarded with the Bris Kunas Olam. He was rewarded with Bris Shalom. He has a parsha by his name. But that begs the question. Aaron doesn't have a parsha by his name. Moshe doesn't have a parsha by his name. Aaron saved the Jewish people from sure calamity from the plague after Korach. Moshe Rabbeinu saved the Jewish people after the Chet HaEgel, after the sin of the golden calf. We have a tremendous amount of heroes who've done a tremendous amount of heroic things. And yet they're not rewarded the same way that Pinchas is rewarded. Why was Pinchas rewarded that way? And the answer actually comes from a very, very small thing, and I mean literally a small thing. That if you look at the beginning of the Parsha, Vayedaber Shama Moshe Lemor, Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon HaKohen. Pinchas, the name Pinchas is spelt with a small yud, a yud ze'ira. When you write it in the Torah, you write it in a small way. It's clearly, obviously, not meant to be there, or meant to cause pause and to ask, what's that doing there? Because the Torah is sending us a profound message. And what the Torah is telling us is that there's no question that Moshe and Aaron did amazing things. But they were the Roei B'nai Yisrael. They were the leaders. They were the shepherds of the Jewish people. Of course, they were going to do amazing things. That's what leaders do. And that's why it was Pasha that they were going to be the leaders of Klal Yisrael, because they had that. It was clear from their very birth. It was clear from their very youth that they had these qualities that were needed in order to be able to be the leaders of the Jewish people. But who was Pinchas? Pinchas was a small yud. Pinchas was a Pasha yid. He was just a regular person. He was anonymous. And comes along a Pinchas, and he rises to the occasion because Pinchas understood, without any kinds of expectations, that the moment needed him, he couldn't sit back. He felt a responsibility to God and to the Jewish people, and he rose to greatness. And that's real greatness. Real greatness is when a pasha person, when a regular person with their own challenges and with their own baggage looks at a situation and says, B'makom she'ein ish, there is nobody else here. B'mishtadel, I have to work and do everything I can to be an ish. I have to become a person. I have to do something. That's magnificent. And that's what God heaps all the reward on. Not to diminish Moshe and Aharon, but to say that's one type of greatness. But there's another type of greatness. And the other type of greatness comes from a regular person, from a flawed person, from a person who was brought up by an idol worshiper who watched one of his grandfathers fatten calves for idolatry. Notwithstanding all of that, he rose to greatness. And that's true greatness. Every single one of us has the ability to be able to achieve greatness. The minute that we feel the achrayus, the responsibility to our God, to our people, to our families, and to ourselves, that's the moment that we can rise to the occasion. And that's the moment that we can achieve incredible greatness, which goes down for posterity in kuhunas olam, in being sanctified forever, and bris shalom, achieving peace. Peace inside of myself, peace with all those around me, and peace with my God. Have a beautiful, amazing, awesome Shabbos.